taken off a cross by the evening time. And so the heaviness of this moment, which doesn't seem to translate or be transmitted through the words that we've read until we really understand what's happening. And then we begin to feel its effect. And as they were eating, he says in verse 26, Jesus took bread, he blessed it and broke it, and he gave it to the disciples and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." Then he took the cup and he gave thanks, and he gave it to them, saying, "Drink from it, all of you, for this is the blood of the new covenant." We were singing that song earlier today about he's a God of covenant. Well, we're not under the Old Testament covenant. We're under the new covenant. Amen. It took the shedding of his blood to introduce that new covenant. It's my blood of the new covenant, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say to you, I will not drink of this fruit of the vine from now on until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Now, and then it says in verse 30, and when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Now, let's transition to the church at Corinth now. People that were not there, didn't know that experience, but celebrate that experience much as we do. He says in verse 17, now in giving these instructions, I do not praise you. And that ought to bring concern when the apostle says to you, in giving these instructions, I do not praise you. Since you come together not for the better, but for the worse. All right. You get what it's saying, ladies and gentlemen. For first of all, when you come together as a church, I hear that there are divisions among you, and in part I believe it. For there must also be factions among you, that those who are approved may be recognized among you. Amen. Those that love Jesus, they rise to the top, just like cream rises to the top. They're going to be recognized. Therefore, when you come together in one place, it is not to eat the Lord's Supper, for in eating it, each one takes his own supper ahead of others, and one is hungry and another is drunk. So